I helped the kid out at my job and it felt amazing. I work in a medium-scale restaurant, as I like to call it. It's not super fancy, but it's a little more on the upscale side. Yesterday, I waited a table with two kids that were no older than high schoolers. Had to be. A boy and a girl, clearly on a first date. The guy was a little on the nerdier side but sweet and well-mannered. The girl was admittedly out of his league and a bit reserved but polite, not nearly as nervous. I already knew the deal here. He scored a date with a pretty girl, and this was his chance to impress her. I could hear bits of their chit-chat here and there as I made my rounds. They had pretty good chemistry honestly, but you could tell he was still flustered and nervous. It was kinda cute. Anyway, the bill comes and he pays, of course. I take the card to the back to run it and the card declines. I ran it again just to be sure, cause sometimes our machine is a little wonky, but same thing. I hadn't said anything yet, but I was already cringing at the thought of the second-hand embarrassment I was about to encounter and having to witness his embarrassment and panic when I told him. I know the humiliation of having a card decline firsthand. Though he was nervous, I could tell this kid was on a high and felt on top of the world tonight. I didn't have the heart to see it all come crashing down over something so dumb. I grabbed my purse and my own debit card. I discreetly paid the tab. On the bottom of the receipt I wrote, "Hey, your card declined." I covered it, "Just Venmo me when you can," with my number and Venmo info. Honestly, if he saw it, he saw it, and if he didn't, he didn't. I was fully prepared to just cover it without repayment. I dropped the bill back off to the table. It was busy, so I didn't pay any attention to them after that. After my shift was over, I sped home and collapsed on my bed. I was exhausted. Then my phone buzzed. It was the kid from the restaurant. He texted me thanking me profusely for covering for him and helping him avoid an embarrassing situation. He further went on to explain that he was on a date with a girl he'd liked for a really long time and finally got the courage to ask her out. I was right. His card declined due to a payment he forget was coming out. He told his dad what happened and he was able to get the money from him to Venmo me back. I told him it was no problem and it happens to the best of us, but to try to be more careful in the future because unfortunately everyone won't be as empathetic as I was. Even though I didn't expect it, I still thought it was sweet that he paid me back. He could have very well acted like he didn't even see my note and went on with his free meal and not bothered his dad. But the fact that he didn't says a lot about his character. It always feels good to help people when you can. This world is cruel enough on its own. Be the person to make it a little bit more tolerable for someone else when you can do so. Be the reason people still believe there are good people out there.